Yeah, it's Red. We're out here on West Hollywood off of Hollywood and Vine. We just have a concerted effort by the local government. I mean, they employ a lot of large vehicles to scare and, just segregate society traffic. The fire engines, the big trucks. Certainly plenty of people who use their psychic abilities. I have psychic abilities, but I don't use them to fucking work people for my benefit. Like these big scary trucks, you know what happens when they come into an area, and like I always like these ones, they got like that latch on the side door where they can just dump the bodies right out, man. Why don't you just mark it with genocide while you're at it? Oh, that was now we're getting back to like when I was in Las Vegas, the unbelievable bullshit trucks they had. I remember a flatbed truck, probably a city block long, with a missile just driving down a main thoroughway. Yeah, that's the kind of thing we're seeing now. People will eventually start believing, well, shit, I tried. I try and warn people, and it's not like a guilt thing, but I don't know how else to go about this other than the way I do it. So here we have what I have long ago monikered the spaceship bus. It just looks like something out of outer space. Hitler probably arrived here in that. I saw him last night, the little ferry, the goose-stepping ferry he is. He's really not that tough when it comes down to it. You belt him with a whip, a leather whip a couple times, or a boot that you pry off his body, and he just becomes a big old sissy fairy. I don't like Hitler. He gave me that evil eye with his little mustache. There's the trunker. I wouldn't mind putting Hitler in that. Why does that offend so many people? We're in America. I'm condemning a man. I might as well just start condemning George W. Are you going to get as pissed off about that? God. Well, apparently, this guy's kind of been stalking for a while, but so let's go. See the spaceship bus. Now I gotta move my bags up here. I mean, for the past couple days, I've been in between, like, figuring out ways how to keep myself alive, because I'm just not content sitting in my hotel room, and I'm always out walking. And just kind of my reaction to the all too common descendants on an area of people that want to set up, murder, corrupt, whatever, incarcerate people. Oh yeah, all while they have protection from man or we're offering gifts. It's starting to calm down a little bit. Every time I pull out my camera, that happens, so it's not a bad thing. I would hope at some point other people would start seeing the tactics that I'm using and hopefully figure out that they can use them too for their own benefit. I can see your fan. Thank you. Here we have another big white city block truck. I had a couple parked right next to me today at my hotel, and I just stared at them and started accosting them, making them my verbal punching bag, which they didn't seem to like too much, but what are they going to do, the big gelatinous fucking booby men? Get out of their trucks, and now they're just going to drive their trucks around, the big city-wide trucks, have their titties shake. They try and intimidate people. got you under their nail, and eventually you can't say no to them, and if you do, or if you screw up, you're going to be involved. I suppose unless you're Hitler, you're not going to be able to walk around free, or unless you are like me, or even a person who has been preyed upon by the government, which I have empathy for, because there is endless amounts of scare, psychological, mental, physical torture, not to mention the ripping apart of families. Ambulances, you'll see a lot. I have a good sense that they are involved in what is known as plan darks in the government circles, meaning a plan snuffing, where they choose people who are not of what they consider proper. And that could be a million things, and they kind of just kill them with an injection, dump their bodies. They have various ways of disposing of the mass amounts of bodies all over this country. I have no doubt that there's other places in the world. Which is kind of fun. I'm not trying to. It ain't like that, dude. I'm taping the fucking creepos in the area. I'm not trying to get a photograph of the star. If I did, I'd take a picture of my cock. See the big white van down there? They're perimeters. Anything with dispatch, meaning taxis, school buses, anything with dispatch. Not all of them are, but construction, city-employed construction crews. They have the ability to be outsourced with the government, and certainly anything that looks like this, that's something you might just think, well, you can do what I do and just taunt them, because they're not going to do anything other than drive by you. That's their whole game, is scaring you. Roadway, your way, roadkill. Not so much a fan of the big trucks that just kind of make cutesy little ambiguous terms on them about what they're doing. Like I saw the big double-laned demolition truck that it's kind of close to that size, coming down my hotel area way, and I said, why don't you just cut out the ambiguity and fucking vagueness and just put on it what it is? Just paint genocide on there. Come on. Well, you might just own it. Shit. Bastard. What are you trying to imply? That I'm gay? Young Einstein there. Really got me on that one. Something I've been open to since the age of 21. Young Einstein. He's gay, he said. Well. Nugget of information. Maybe you can go to your Supreme Chancellors and shake and do juju. And see, well, this guy probably has a right to turn, but he's just fucking blocking it. Because any area I go into, these people are actually believe that, well, when they get the call to do things like this, everybody's going to, react the exact same way. Or else they're the first ones to get the call to, I don't know. I'm just going to document. I ramble a little bit. I'm waiting for a fucking taxi, but I guess if I don't make my flight, I'm out in LA, I'll figure something out. Or I won't. Got to be one of the two. You'll get a tape of the ground here, because especially like just taping general people in their cars, it kind of makes them uncomfortable. I don't mind making these big fucking intimidating That's what they're trying to do. Intimidate. I still don't understand how that makes so many people mad when I point that out. I know why, because I'm involved on that same fucking front. But on my way down here in the taxi, I'd seen a building or two demolished that probably wasn't there before. Hey, it's a spaceship truck, man. I know. I want to go to space. Commercial and residential security services. Well, you don't have enough of those in this country. It's just another form of student. And anything with, like, in general, the U.S. government, DOT, insignia all over it. They outsource with businesses. I'll go get the parking lot. You try it. I don't know, I'm going to be leaving here if this shit keeps on happening. Somehow. All this continues, it'll be the downfall of everything. You're not going to get this magic spaceship ride just because they lied to you and told you if you rat off your fellow man and throw him under the bus.